Start. Education is an indispensable instrument of intellectual emancipation and social transformation. Stop. It cultivates analytical reasoning, intellectual curiosity, disciplined perseverance, and an appreciation of multifarious perspectives. Stop. A genuinely comprehensive education does not merely facilitate the acquisition of information. Stop. It engenders discernment, cultivates conscientiousness, and equips individuals to confront unprecedented circumstances with adaptability and sagacity. Stop. Through pedagogical interaction, students develop communication skills, collaborative temperament, ethical consciousness, and problem solving capabilities that remain consequential throughout their professional and personal lives. Stop. Nevertheless, education can produce inadvertent repercussions when its objectives become excessively examination oriented. Stop. An immoderate emphasis on grades, competitive rankings, and credentialistic accomplishments may precipitate psychological exhaustion, apprehension, and debilitating perfectionism. Stop. Students may become preoccupied with rote memorization while neglecting creativity, practical intelligence, and independent judgment. Stop. Furthermore, technologically mediated education, although extraordinarily convenient, can encourage distractibility, sedentary habits, superficial comprehension, and dependence upon algorithmically generated information. Stop. Unregulated exposure to digital platforms may consequently diminish concentration and interpersonal engagement. Stop. The salutary consequences of education, therefore, depend substantially upon its methodology, equilibrium, and underlying philosophy. Stop. An enlightened education system should amalgamate theoretical instruction with experiential learning, technological literacy with intellectual skepticism, and academic rigor with emotional resilience. Stop. Teachers ought to encourage interrogation rather than unquestioning acceptance, while institutions should cultivate an atmosphere in which intellectual disagreement is constructive rather than antagonistic. Stop. Parents, educators, and policymakers must recognize that every learner possesses distinctive aptitudes, aspirations, and developmental trajectories. Stop. Ultimately, education should be regarded neither as an interminable competition nor as a mechanical pathway towards employment. Stop. Its quintessential purpose is to develop autonomous, ethically responsible, intellectually sophisticated, and socially consciousness human beings. Stop. When education harmonizes knowledge with wisdom, ambition with humility, and technological proficiency with humane values, it becomes transformative. Stop. Conversely, when educational systems become excessively authoritarian, commercialized, or examination centric, their ostensibly beneficial objectives may be undermined. Stop. The challenge, therefore, is to preserve education's emancipatory potential while mitigating the psychological, technological, and sociocultural side effects that can accompany its indiscriminate pursuit. Stop.